Today I'm going to show you how to smoke a chili. Welcome to Cooking with Golden. What I've got, did he say smoke a chili? Yes, we're going to smoke chili. I'll show you how right here. This is 2 pounds, 80-20. What I'm going to do, this is my seasoning mix. This has, let me remember everything. It has chili powder, it has cumin, it has onion powder, it has garlic powder, it has a little bit of tahini in it. What else did I put in this? That's the gist of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about half of this, which is going to be about 2.5 teaspoons of it. I'm going to put that over in there. I've crushed up, minced 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to dump that in there. I have about, I would say, well, all this together was 1 onion. So about 1/3 of the onion is going to go in my beef. Right here. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. And while we're doing that, while I'm mixing with one hand, I want to throw just a couple of 3 or 4 shots of Worcestershire in there just to build flavors. That's what I want to do. I want to build some flavors. So here we go. We're going to run this up. We're going to make this big, giant, pretty meatball. Okay, let's get that mixed up. All right. You okay, Golden Girl?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. We'll get that mixed up. Okay. While I'm mixing this up, I'm going to go wash my hands, and I'm going to show you the rest of the chili mixture. Well, I'm back. What I decided to do while I was making this, because this is the first time I've ever done this. This recipe came from a co-worker, friend of mine by the name of Arthur Mealy, and he says, have you ever smoked a chili? I said, how the hell you smoke a chili? Well, it turns out he's got a Kamado Joe or a Big Green Egg, one of those style, and he's able to lower the grates and everything, and he can get his pot down in there and his grate over the top of it and smoke it. And I said, tell me how to do it, brother. I've got to know how. So went ahead and put some diced green chilies in the beef as well. Okay, with the onion and the seasoning. We've got that going on. So voila. Well, apparently we have the beef taken care of. It's over here. We're gonna let it sit for just a little while. Let everything marry up. This is the secret to smoking chilies and soups. I've already smoked a soup and it turned out pretty good. But I went and I purchased a Weber Smoky Mountain 14-inch smoker. Just so happens this bad boy will fit right down in on the lower rack, and the upper rack will sit on top of it. So the idea is I'm going to build my chili in here with all these ingredients. I'm gonna let it cook, and then we're gonna let the beef sit on top of it on the top grate, and then let it drip, till it smokes up. Then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna crumble it down in the chili, and I'm gonna let it cook a little longer. And we're back cooking with Golden. So what I've got here is 4 cans of mixed beans of all kinds. We got light reds, dark red kidney beans. We have pintos and black beans all in here. Yes, I'm using canned beans today. Yes, I'm making this easy. Sometimes I'll go through the trouble and I'll soak my own beans, but today I'm not. Start off like 2/3 of an onion here. It's a medium-sized onion, and I like the sweet onions. One about the size of your fist works great. All right, I want to get that down into the Dutch oven. This is this was a 7-ounce can of diced green chilies, and I took part of it maybe a couple ounces. I put 2 tablespoons of diced green over in here, so it turns out to be 7 ounces. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to put that down on the bottom. Mix that up. Then right here is our 4 cans of beans. We're going to put those over in there. All right. Then this is 2 14.5 ounce cans of fire roasted tomatoes. 1 10-ounce can of Rotel with green chilies. You can tell, I love my green chilies in my chili. Then 8 ounces, yeah, it's an 8-ounce can of just tomato sauce. And I put them in my Breville, and I blend them up, pureed them out, make them all good and runny. So we're gonna mix this right here up. Get this start mixing up. Then we're gonna start sprinkling this in, just a little at a time. Like that. Let's get that mixed in there. Alright. Just watch me go. Feel me flow. Okay. You liking that? We're getting this mixed in, all mixed in together. Now I'm not going to use this lid at all. From here on, the lid will not be on this, except for when I carry it outside to go in the smoker. And we'll come back in just a couple of minutes, and we'll show you how this goes on the smoker, how it breaks down. I forgot something. Whenever I do any of these soups, any of these mixes, I always use bouillon cubes. I just happen to have one in my pocket right here. Bouillon cube, boom, beef, right in there. Come on back. Welcome back. We have moved from Golden's Kitchen out here to the Beers and Bones patio. The porch is up there. It's not organized real good. We're not going to show it to you right now. Here, right here. This little beauty right here. This is a Weber Smoky Mountain, 14-inch. We bought this for our camper and to go, you know, you want to smoke something, you grill something. This little thing is freaking perfect. I love it. I just love this thing. We have been, we've been using it. Been using it for a while. I've done a lot of good recipes with it. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna take the top off. She was rolling about 275 degrees. I'm gonna pull the grate off. And this is why I love this thing. Watch. This Lodge Dutch oven fits right down in there with the lid off. Get the handle down, and we still have room to put our grate right back on top. So that's going to be hitting. That's going to be, that smoke's going to be hitting on that. All right. Then now, I'm going to hold this. I'm going to get this glob of beef right here. I'm going to smack her right down on there like one giant big patty. Can you see that? You guys see that? This is going to sit here and smoke, and all this fat and all these seasons are going to drip down in that. And we're going to have a smoked chili like you ain't never seen. Welcome back. We're at Beers and Bones. Smoking a little chili today. I showed y'all the first part of the recipe. We're just doing a little well check, just to see how we're doing. We're chugging around 250. It's kind of cold and windy out here today. Little Weber's holding up great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the lid. We're going to look at that big old beef patty right there we've got. If you can see, she's juicing up. She's got all the juice running down into the chili. Everything's getting nice and hot. Everything's working good together. We're going to give this about another hour. Then we'll be ready to plate it up. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Beers and Bones. Been letting this go. She's hitting about 220 right now. She's cooled off a little bit. We're going to check our progress. Oh, that looks about right where I want it. So this looks good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift the patty off. And I'm going to just set it gently down into the chili. I'm gonna let it cook down in there for just a little bit. Then I'm going to get something, and I'm going to break it up and let it all cook together. Then we'll be back. And we're back once again. I'm going to take the lid off. I've let that beef sit down in there in the giant patty for just a little while. Now, it's going to take a little time and effort, and I'm going to break it up. Just like that. You can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm actually crushing the beef down into the chili, and I'm going to let it cook just a little bit longer. Then we're going to plate up, and we're going to be ready to eat. Welcome back. What I've done, as you saw a little while ago, was I took the giant patty that I had with all the peppers and onions and seasoned in. I just dumped it down in here, and then I spent time while it was outside just chopping it up in little pieces. There probably would have been an easier way. I could have transferred it to something else, but this is more fun. So now I've brought it inside, and I have made this. How pretty is that? So we're going to let everything sit and marinate and cool off just a little bit. But I want to go back and say, while I was outside, I did have my JBL Legends sweatshirt to keep me warm. Thank you, Joe. This has been a good cook. We're going to we'll be back in just a few minutes, and we're going to plate this up and see how everybody likes it. We're going to plate it up. I want to enjoy some Naked River squash watching. That's really good. Take a little bowl here. Scoop out some, a couple of ladles, maybe 3, because I'm kind of hungry. You know, you go around and you smell this stuff all day. It's crazy. All right, I hit mine with a little bit of sour cream. I hit mine with a little bit of cheese. And if you're really brave, actually, you don't have to be brave, but this is castaway sauce. This is mango chipotle. Gives it a little bit of different kick, a little bit different flavor. I also have the growling gator here, and I wish I had the Blackbeard's Revenge, because that really, really kicks things up. And then I also have another flavor called ball kicker. Ball kicker would be real good in this too. So I'm just going to give us a couple little drops, just a couple, just to kick things up. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the radio.